Hi everyone, welcome. This is still early in the semester. We're currently in week 6, and because we still have a lot of time, I'd like to assign the major essay, research essay for this course, just to allow you time to kind of let the information sink in and give you a chance to ask questions if you have questions. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to go over this assignment sheet here. And so this sheet has all of the kind of broader general information about this assignment, and I will be providing you with specific instructions for each of these steps. Okay, so Argumentative research essay, it's our big project, our big research project essay. So according to Purdue University Online Writing Lab, the argumentative essay is a genre of writing that requires a student to investigate a topic, collect, generate, and evaluate evidence, and establish a position on the topic in a concise manner. All right, so based on our discussions and our facilitations of Born a Crime, I'd like you to choose a topic to research and argue for your stance on that topic. So be sure to make a strong connection, a strong and obvious connection between your argument and Noah's book. All right, so a strong argumentative essay will include information sources that support your claim as well as acknowledge the opposition. So as you write and define specific terms in your essay, consider the fact that the instructor and your fellow classmates are your audience. So remember that your purpose is to try to persuade an intelligent audience who might be partially resistant to your point of view. Okay? All right, so I tried to chunk this assignment. It has several elements or components, several parts. Okay, so we're going to start off with the first one here is a timeline. This is extra credit, so it's totally up to you. It's optional if you want to complete this. So if you'd like to complete a timeline of the step-by-step project completion, it's going to be worth 10 points, and it'll be due on October 7th. All right, and then as you can see, this is a link here. So I linked it to an example, a sample timeline. So let me click on that so you can see that real quick. And so the advantage of doing something like this is that you get a chance to plan ahead on any challenges that, like may come your way that you might encounter. So this is what you'll need to do, right? Your actions. And then this column here, anticipated challenges, what you think may happen that, may get in the way, and then some of the resources that would be required in order to overcome that challenge. And then you would give yourself a target completion date. Although these dates are pretty much already determined for you, and I just showed you in the previous slide, I showed you the dates, so you'll see them again in a minute. So this is completely optional. It's extra credit. You don't have to do step number 1 if you don't want to, but I recommend it because it's helpful to be able to plan ahead and figure out what possible steps you can take in order to overcome any challenges you might encounter. Okay, so let me go back to let's see, where is it at? I think it's here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that was step number 1. Again, extra credit, totally optional. So I'll create an assignment. You'll see it pop up in your calendar. You don't have to do it. You don't have to turn it in. But if you decide to turn it in, then you'll have that link available and just submit your work by the 7th of October. Okay, so starting with number 2, that this stuff is required. Okay, so number 2 is an annotated bibliography. That's going to be due October 12th. All right, again, I'm going to I created specific assignments within Canvas, and you'll see all the instructions and all the specific requirements for each step. All right, but I wanted to give you kind of a overview of this project, of this big research essay. So the deadline for the annotated bibliography is going to be due on the 12th. And then I'd like you to write a topic proposal, 200 to 250 words, and this is going to be due on the 17th. So this should be after you complete your annotated bibliography and find sources, this should be a little bit more easier to do perhaps, and you'll definitely be more informed about the topic. All right, and you might be asking, well, what topic am I going to write about? Well, you get to decide that. You have the freedom to decide what specific topic that comes from the book that just really speaks to you, that is meaningful to you. So I'm allowing you to go ahead and choose your own topic and pretty much create your own prompt, because you are creating your own argument about that topic. Okay, so number 4, we'll do a short oral presentation to obtain feedback to strengthen your argument. And so I have a date range on here. So I have, it's due anytime from October 18th to October 30th. All right, so just schedule a presentation day and time to meet with me. Hopefully, you can present to me, obviously, we'll have, it'll be kind of like a conference in a way. But hopefully there'll be other people there as well, because it's nice to get other perspectives from other people in the class. So we'll schedule a day and time for that. I'll post something on Canvas so you can see what days and times I'm available. If none of those work for you, then we can figure out a different day, okay? And then for number 5, the first draft of the essay, which will be a minimum of 1,000 words, that's going to be due on the 28th of October. So it's still, about a month from now, but definitely you'll be getting done at least about a third of the work there, all right? And then we'll do some peer review through Canvas. So other students in the course will get a chance to read your draft and give you some feedback on it, all right? And then for number 6, so a conference with instructor and outline. So I'd like you to have, by this time, you've already completed the first draft. You have at least 1,000 words, if not more. And you have a pretty good idea of how you organized your essay so far and what you plan to add in that you're still working on. So you should have a pretty good idea by then of like what's going to be going into your essay. So I like to see that. I like to see your plan. It doesn't mean that, that it can't change. Yeah, it can definitely change. Because as we write, our ideas start to evolve. And so it may change. And that's totally fine. But I want to see where you are in the process of writing this essay. And again, there's a date range. So notice I have November 1st through November 14th. So just schedule a day and time to meet with me. All right, and you'll bring the outline on that day. Okay, the other thing is number 7. So I'd like you to get a tutor from MJC to take a look at your second draft, really. What I want them to look at is at least a minimum of 2,000 words. So by then you should have 2/3 of the essay written out. It doesn't have to be completed, but it has to be at least 2/3 of it. All right, and so notice that I like to get proof of that. So usually they'll send you an email with their feedback. And so you need to be able to submit that to me by November 21st, which means you cannot wait until November 21st to make an appointment with the tutors at the Writing Center. You'll need to make an appointment, I would say probably about a week before that. Okay, so make sure you don't wait until the 21st because it'll be too late. All right, there'll be just too many people wanting to receive services on that day. And then the final step here, number 8. So the final draft of the essay should be a minimum of 3,000 to 3,500 words. So it's a range somewhere in between that. All right, so just include the word count at the end of the essay. And then this will be due December 1st. So again, it just sounds like it's so far away, right? But we want to take our time with this assignment. We really want to be able to build and scaffold all of the different steps that will take you to this number 8 here, this final draft with your 3,000 to 3,500 words. And again, I've created the assignment links for each of these, so you'll start seeing them pop up in your calendar, and then you'll be able to click on them and be able to see the specific instructions for each. For example, for the annotated bibliography, We're doing 6 sources, but one of those sources is going to be our Born a Crime, Trevor Noah's book. So you're already kind of, ahead of the game there. You've already gotten started there. All right. So, I wanted to make sure that I gave you access to this information as soon as possible so that you can mentally prepare for the challenge. And you can make arrangements to make sure that you have enough time to dedicate to this assignment, because it's the major assignment of the course. Okay, so again, if you have any questions, please make sure to come by and visit me during my dialogue or office hours. If those days and times don't work for you, then reach out to me. We can make we can arrange for a different day and time. I don't bite, so come see me. And then you can also call me. My number is 209, what's my number? 425-3049. All right, so you can call me there as well. And of course, emailing works well too, but sometimes I feel like it may be easier to just kind of talk to the person and be able to explain and clarify any questions you may have. All right, so again, this is to kind of help you mentally prepare for our major assignment. We're still, early on in the semester. It's only week 6. And as you can see, we have it really spaced out all the way through December. So that should give you time. All right. And if I need to make any changes for the deadlines, I usually leave myself a little bit of wiggle room to provide a little bit more time if necessary. If I notice that the whole class needs a little more time for a specific step, then I go ahead and provide that. So just know that, this is something that we're all working together towards, and that you have my support. You also have the support of the librarians and the tutors at the Writing Center. So there are a lot of resources that you can access. So again, yes, just make sure you reach out to me. All right? Thanks.